Ladies, if you're over 60 and still wearing blouses that make you look older than you really are, we need to talk. The truth is, sometimes it's not our age that makes us look older. It's the little choices in our wardrobe, and blouses are one of the biggest culprits. That's why today, I'm sharing 7 blouse mistakes that women over 60 must stop making right now because they're secretly sabotaging your elegance, your confidence, and the way the world sees you. And I want you to stay with me until the very end, because mistake number 7, it's the one I see almost every single woman making. And here's the best part. Fixing it is so simple, but the difference it makes can instantly take 10 years off your look. Welcome back to EverWise Older Women, the place where fabulous women over 60 learn how to look timeless, elegant, and completely confident at any age. Here, we don't believe in outdated fashion rules. Instead, we celebrate style that works for you, style that highlights your beauty, flatters your figure, and makes you feel radiant every single day. So if that sounds like something you want more of, don't wait another moment. Hit that subscribe button right now and tap the bell so you never miss any of my style secrets created especially for women just like you. All right, let's dive right in. All right, ladies, let's start with blouse mistake number 1, and this is one I see all the time: wearing boxy blouses with no shape at all. Now, I get it. Sometimes we reach for these kinds of blouses because they feel comfortable, they're easy to throw on, and they cover everything. But here's the truth. When a blouse has no shape, it doesn't actually flatter you. It just hides your beautiful figure. Instead of making us look elegant and put together, it ends up adding bulk where we don't need it. And honestly, it can make us look a little frumpy. And I know what some of you are probably thinking right now is, but I don't want to wear anything too tight. And that's not what I'm suggesting at all. What I'm saying is, even the tiniest bit of structure, a blouse that follows your natural curves or one with subtle tailoring at the waist or seams, can make the world of difference. Think about it this way. Our bodies have stories to tell, and shape in clothing helps tell that story with confidence. A well-fitted blouse can gently skim your figure without clinging, giving you a lovely silhouette that looks polished but still feels comfortable. So instead of reaching for that oversized, boxy top that hides everything, try a blouse with darts, princess seams, or even just a little cinching detail at the waist. Another easy trick? Tuck in just the front of your blouse into your pants or skirt. It instantly gives you more shape without sacrificing comfort. I'll let you in on a secret. I once had a friend who wore nothing but big, boxy shirts. She said, they're comfortable and they cover everything I don't like. But when we put her in a blouse with just a touch of tailoring, her whole face lit up. She stood taller, she looked 10 years younger, and the blouse didn't feel restrictive at all. She told me, I had no idea a small change could make such a big difference. So let's make sure you're not making this mistake by letting your blouses hide your beautiful figure. Let them show you off. Gentle shaping and shape in clothing are absolutely our best friends. Now I'd love to hear from you. Do you have a blouse in your closet that feels boxy or shapeless? Be honest with me, ladies. Drop a quick yes in the comments if you do. And don't worry, we've all been there. That's why I'm here to help you make the switch to pieces that flatter your beauty instead of hiding it. Mistake number 2 is one that sneaks into so many closets: wearing overly busy patterns that completely overwhelm you. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good print. Prints can be fun, playful, and add personality to your outfit. But here's the problem. When the pattern is too loud, too large, or just a little too chaotic, it can actually take all the attention away from you. Instead of people noticing your beautiful face and your presence, their eyes get lost in the swirl of colors and designs on your blouse. And here's something important to remember. as we get older, our features soften, our skin tone changes, our hair color may become lighter or grayer, and bold, busy patterns can end up fighting against us instead of supporting us. Instead of making you look stylish, they can actually make you look dated or even a little overwhelmed by your own clothes. So what's the solution? Choose patterns that feel softer and more refined. Think smaller florals, delicate prints, subtle stripes, or even a simple polka dot. These kinds of patterns bring interest to your blouse without stealing the show. Another great option? Solid colors in shades that complement your skin tone. They're timeless, elegant, and let your natural beauty shine through. So, ladies, let me ask you, what's the boldest pattern blouse you have in your closet? Is it animal print, giant florals, maybe polka dots the size of a baseball? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. And don't worry, there's no judgment here. We've all had that oops print we thought was fabulous at the time, but looking back, it wasn't doing us any favors. And trust me, you'll want to stick around because when we get to mistake number 5, it's the one that surprises almost everyone, even women who think they've mastered blouse styling. Mistake number 3 is a sneaky one. Wearing blouses with necklines that sag, droop, or simply don't frame your face the right way. Now, here's the thing. Your neckline is one of the first areas people notice when they look at you. It frames your face, it draws attention to your smile, and it can either highlight your natural beauty or work against it. A saggy or droopy neckline, especially those wide scoop styles that just hang there, can make the chest and neck area look tired and sometimes even exaggerate lines or loose skin. Instead of creating elegance, it creates distraction. So what should you wear instead? Well, think of your neckline as the frame of a beautiful painting, and the painting is you. The right frame enhances the art. The wrong one makes it look dull. Here are some necklines that almost always flatter. A soft V-neck. It opens up the face, elongates the neck, and draws the eye upward. A boat neckline. Classic, graceful, and it widens the shoulders slightly, which can balance out the body beautifully. A structured collar. Not stiff and formal, but crisp enough to add polish, it naturally lifts the look and keeps the blouse from collapsing. Even just this small change can transform your blouse from something that drags you down to something that lifts you up. Here's a quick way to test it. Stand in front of a mirror wearing one of your looser scoop neck blouses, then hold up a scarf around your neck in a V shape or straight line. You'll instantly see how much more alive and lifted your face looks when the neckline has structure. It's like a mini facelift without the surgery. And here's where you can help me out. What's your go-to neckline? Do you prefer V-necks, collared blouses, or maybe something more rounded? Let me know in the comments below. I read every one, and I'm always curious to see what you ladies love most. Mistake number 4 is one you might not think about until you see it on yourself in photos. Wearing sleeves that hit at the wrong length. Sleeves may seem like a small detail, but trust me, they make a huge difference in how polished and flattering your blouse looks. The wrong sleeve length can accidentally highlight areas we'd rather not draw attention to. For example, sleeves that cut right across the widest part of the upper arm can exaggerate fullness and create a boxy outline. Sleeves that stop awkwardly at the elbow can sometimes make the arm look shorter and less graceful. Even sleeves that are too long, pooling over your wrists and hands, can look sloppy instead of elegant. So what's the secret? It's all about creating length and flow. 3/4 sleeves are one of the most flattering choices you can make. They end at a slimmer part of the arm, they visually elongate your frame, and they give you that light, elegant look. Another beautiful option is a slightly flared or flowy sleeve that drapes softly without clinging. It moves with you, it feels feminine, and it covers without overwhelming. Here's a quick tip. Next time you're trying on a blouse, pay attention to where the sleeve ends. Does it stop right at a spot you're not comfortable highlighting? If yes, that's not your blouse. If it ends just below the elbow or around the wrist bone with clean tailoring, that's where the magic happens. You can even play with sleeve shapes. A gentle bell sleeve or a slim cuffed sleeve can both add interest and balance to your outfit. And if you're wearing short sleeves, look for cuts that angle slightly instead of cutting straight across. It's a subtle trick, but it softens the arm beautifully. So here's my little challenge for you. Go into your closet this week and try on 3 different blouses. One with short sleeves, one with 3/4 sleeves, and one with full-length sleeves. Stand in front of the mirror and really look at the difference in how your arms, shoulders, and overall shape appear. You'll be amazed at how just changing the sleeve length changes your whole look. Now, let me know in the comments, what sleeve length do you feel you're best in? Are you a fan of 3/4, or do you prefer full-length sleeves rolled up just a bit for that effortless style? Mistake number 5 is one that surprises almost everyone because it's not about fit or color or even sleeve length. It's about fabric choice. Yes, ladies, the wrong fabric can instantly age you, no matter how beautiful the blouse design may be. Here's the issue. Fabrics that are too shiny, stiff, or artificial looking, like cheap polyester or high-gloss satin, can scream outdated the moment you put them on. They don't move with the body, they reflect light in the wrong places, and worst of all, they often highlight every crease or bump underneath. Now, let's compare that to natural or refined fabrics. Cotton blends, lightweight silks, and even soft, breathable linen have a timeless elegance to them. They drape gently, they look more expensive, and they let you stand out instead of the fabric. The texture is smoother, softer, and more flattering under any kind of lighting. Think about it. A blouse in a harsh, shiny polyester might catch your eye on the hanger, but when you put it on, it can look stiff and unforgiving. Swap that exact same blouse for one in a matte, flowing fabric, and suddenly the whole outfit looks softer, more modern, and much more flattering. Here's a tip. When you shop, don't just look at the color or pattern. Run your hand across the fabric. If it feels plasticky, heavy, or rough, it's going to wear that way on your body too. If it feels smooth, breathable, and like it would move when you do, that's the kind of blouse that's going to elevate your style. And if you're not sure, do this. Hold the blouse up to the light. A stiff, shiny fabric will bounce back light in a harsh way, while a refined fabric will either soften it or allow a bit of natural drape. That little test alone can save you from buying something that looks dated. So now I want to hear from you. When you open your closet, what fabric do you find most in your blouses? Is it cotton, polyester, silk, or maybe a mix? Drop it in the comments. It's always fun to see what most of us are wearing day to day. And ladies, don't go anywhere because mistake number 6 is one of the most overlooked, but fixing it can instantly make your skin glow and your eyes pop. Mistake number 6 is a big one, and it's something that can transform your look instantly. Ignoring color harmony. Here's the truth, ladies. Color can either brighten you up and make you look alive, or it can wash you out and add 10 years in an instant. Too often, we fall into the habit of grabbing whatever color is on sale or sticking with the same shades we've worn for decades, even if they no longer serve us. Here's the problem. As we age, our skin tone changes. Our hair might be softer or gray, our natural glow shifts, and colors that looked fabulous at 40 might not be doing us any favors at 60. A blouse in a harsh, cold beige, for example, can drain the life from your face. A too bright neon pink can feel jarring, and a faded pastel that once looked fresh might now make you look tired. So what should you do instead? Focus on colors that lift you up. Jewel tones like emerald green, sapphire blue, or rich burgundy look stunning on mature skin. Warm neutrals like camel, taupe, or ivory can feel sophisticated and timeless. And don't be afraid of soft blush tones or warm corals. They add a lovely glow without being overpowering. Here's an easy trick you can try today. Take one of your blouses and hold it up directly under your chin in front of a mirror. Pay attention to your face, not the blouse. Does your skin look brighter, fresher, more alive? Or do you suddenly notice shadows, lines, or dullness? That simple test will tell you whether the color is working with you or against you. Another thing to keep in mind is contrast. If you have silver or white hair, pairing it with deep, rich colors can create a striking and elegant balance. If your hair is still darker, you might find that mid-tones or softer shades look more natural and flattering. So here's my question for you. What color do you feel the most confident in when you wear it? Is it a deep red, a calming blue, or maybe a neutral that always feels elegant? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see what colors make you feel your best. And don't go anywhere, because mistake number 7 is the most common of them all, and it's the one that can completely transform your entire wardrobe once you fix it. And now, ladies, we've reached mistake number 7, the one I promised at the very beginning. And honestly, this is the most common mistake I see women over 60 making with their blouses. It's this: clinging to outdated styles from decades ago. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Fashion has changed over the years. Cuts are different, fabrics are better, and styles are constantly refreshed. But so often, we hold on to blouses we bought 20 or even 30 years ago. Maybe they were expensive at the time. Maybe they bring back memories. Or maybe it just feels comfortable to wear what we've always worn. But here's the hard truth. When we wear blouses that are clearly from another era, they don't read as vintage or classic. Instead, they can make us look stuck in the past. Puffy shoulder pads, oversized collars, dated prints, or stiff cuts that were trendy in the 80s or 90s, all of these can unintentionally age you. Now, the good news is this: you don't have to throw everything away or chase the latest trends to fix this. All it takes is choosing blouses with modern touches that feel fresh and elegant. Look for sleeker lines, softer collars, updated sleeve shapes, and colors that reflect today's palette. Even something as simple as swapping out a dated blouse for one with a cleaner neckline or a more fluid fabric can completely refresh your look. Here's a little exercise. The next time you're in your closet, pull out the oldest blouse you own, the one you've probably had for decades. Then right next to it, hang a newer blouse, maybe one you've bought in the last year or two. Stand back and look at them side by side. You'll instantly see how the newer one feels lighter, more current, and more flattering, even if the old one still fits. The goal isn't to erase the past, it's to update your style so it reflects the vibrant woman you are right now. You deserve to feel modern, polished, and alive every time you step out the door. So let me ask you, do you have a blouse in your closet right now that you know deep down is outdated, but you've been hanging on to it anyway? If you do, type yes in the comments. You're not alone. So many of us do this. But recognizing it is the first step toward making your wardrobe truly work for you today. And now that we've covered all 7 blouse mistakes, I'm going to give you a quick recap so you'll never fall into these traps again. All right, let's quickly recap the 7 blouse mistakes you'll want to avoid from now on. Number 1, wearing boxy blouses with no shape. Number 2, choosing busy, overwhelming patterns. Number 3, saggy or droopy necklines that don't flatter. Number 4, sleeves that hit at the wrong length. Number 5, fabrics that look shiny, stiff, or outdated. Number 6, ignoring the power of color harmony. And number 7, holding on to outdated blouse styles from decades past. Now imagine this with me. You walk into your closet and instead of feeling frustrated or stuck, you only see blouses that flatter you, colors that brighten your face, sleeves that feel graceful, and fabrics that move with you. Every piece you put on makes you feel radiant, elegant, and absolutely confident. That is the transformation you unlock by letting go of these 7 mistakes. And I promise you this, you don't need to throw everything away or spend a fortune. Even small changes, swapping one blouse, choosing a new color, updating a neckline, can completely change the way you feel in your clothes. Thank you so much for spending this time with me here on EverWise Older Women. Remember, style after 60 isn't about blending in or following outdated rules. It's about choosing pieces that let you shine exactly as you are today. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like. It really helps more wonderful women like you discover these tips. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a video designed especially for women over 60 who want to feel timeless and elegant. I'll see you in the next video.